me, she is lesbian.
Both like licking. Welcome back to Trash TV Review. My name is Dwight Gillespie. I'm your host. And on this show, as you well know, we review Steve Wilkos and Maury's show primarily. We haven't done anything else, so I'm not even going to mention the other one. We're hoping to do some other shows, but we definitely don't do Springer because that's just too scraping the bottom of the barrel. But we're looking forward to Dr. Phil getting up there. Anyway. What we do here is we do review these clips from Maury and Steve Wilkos. I give you my take on it. And basically what we try to do is we try to live a better life by watching people fuck up theirs, right? This is what we're doing here. And it'd be great if we could learn from other people's mistakes. Some people say, oh, live and learn. But, as you see on Maury, some people just live. There's no learning going on. And we're trying to learn from their mistakes. Very rare that we do, but we're trying. Without any further ado, this is I love the title too. And this is my teen husband is cheating at the plasma center. And that's not placenta, just for you people out there who might get them confused, as some people do. Hint, hint. Anyway, we won't get into all that. Okay, my teen husband is cheating at the plasma. Let's see what Maury has in store for us today. Okay.
Welcome Lucy to the show.
Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Now, backstage.
I love it already.
Lucy's husband, Deshaun.
Hey, Deshaun.
You see, last December,
Who does not want to be here?
Daughter, Desire.
Is that, what do they want her to be a stripper? Is that what it is? They might as well have named her Cinnamon.
But tragically, baby Desire.
I got some
passed
desire.
away 4 days after being born. So Lucy says instead of supporting each other in this dark time, Lucy believes that Deshaun tried
I shouldn't
to
have
numb
been
his
laughing
pain
through that, I think.
by partying and sleeping with other women. In fact, Lucy now suspects that his sister, Deschanel, has been helping him all along as his wing woman. This is Lucy's story.
When Deshaun and I had our daughter, it was the happiest day of our lives. But when she passed away, we were devastated.
And that is no joking matter. Anyway, I lost 2 children in a car accident, so I know that pain. But we move on. That's not really that funny, is it?
And that put a huge strain on our relationship.
It does. I can speak from experience, and I happen to know that over 3/4 of couples who lose children will not make it. They won't survive that kind of loss. I know I didn't. My wife and I split. But anyway, that aside.
I already lost my daughter.
Boy, this isn't a happy one at all, is it? I really should have watched this before we did it.
All Deshaun knows how to do is lie. He claims he's going to
but at least he's good at something.
the lab to donate plasma, but I think he's sleeping with other women. And that makes my blood.
He's going to donate plasma. I take it this is Deshaun's job. Go to the blood bank once a week.
Boil. I can't trust him on the phone or with social media.
No.
He had the nerve to tell me his page got hacked. Watch, now he's going to say the light test was hacked too. I know Deshaun's only 19 years old, but he told me he wanted to get married. So I expect...
Yeah, and 19-year-olds never say things they don't mean. I want to get married, yeah.
him to be faithful.
You're newlywed.
Yes, sir.
So if you're a newlywed, why are you so miserable?
Because...
Is that what you're supposed to be, Maury? And this is why. I'm going to tell you why she's so miserable. Because she never should have got married because she's 19 years old. You haven't even experienced life. Oh, the man of my dreams. And again, it comes up, right? Knight in shining armor, twat and tin foil. I love it.
This seems like every time I turn around, it's a new female he's talking to on...
Is that right? Stop turning around. Hey, there you go. Problem solved.
Facebook, Instagram, even the neighbor across the street. It's like every time I turn around, he's too friendly to these hoes on these streets.
I see.
They're all hoes.
And so what is his explanation?
He says he was always taught to be nice by his grandma.
He was always taught to be nice by his grandma, but only to women. Fuck the dudes. That's right.
Gives blood.
Yes, Maury.
And you think at the center where he gives blood, he's messing around with women?
I know how them hoes get down there.
She knows how them hoes get down at the blood center. Baby, that's not the only hole I got. Yeah.
They sit there and they'll come up to you like this, and they'll touch you on your arm and get real friendly with you. They'll like.
It's called a nurse, honey. She's asking you if you want a fucking cookie, not a piece of ass.
Laugh and giggle and make cute little flirting conversations.
This woman's insane.
Yes, Maury.
She's insane. At the
Plasma
plasma center, Maury. At the plasma center, yeah. Those nurses be all touching him and everything when they stick the needle in his arm. I know what those bitches be doing.
That he's on all these accounts, all this Facebook and all these places.
Yes, he got Facebook, Instagram,
and
Gmail.
He says they've been hacked.
Hacked.
Yep, his Gmail, it be having like porn sites pop
It
up
be
on
having.
there.
Right.
And he'll say somebody hacked his Gmail.
Right.
Sign him up for it.
Right.
I don't know why somebody's just going to hack
Well,
you
maybe
and
that
sign you up.
happened. Maybe that.
Really?
So why live like this? Why are people willing to live like this? This woman will live the rest of her life like this if need be. I would say that this couple could probably be together forever. And forever she will be hounding him. And he'll have all these other kids or everywhere else and all this other stuff. And she's just happy. Some people are really happy. And I believe this with all my heart. Some people are really happy being miserable. You say, well, how can that be? Well, if you don't do anything to change it, well, then obviously you're happy being that way, right? And I used to say this, I used to suffer from massive depression. And I knew one day, it dawned on me that I liked being like this. And how did I know? Well, because when people told me how to change it, I didn't want to listen. I would get those people out of my life. All I want you to do is pity me. That's all she wants from Maury. She wants Maury to commiserate with her and tell her what a piece of shit man she's got and all this other shit. And meanwhile, Deshaun, quite honestly, he's 19 fucking years old. He should be out and about and having a good time, not making babies all over the place. Don't get me wrong. But Jesus, he's 19 years old. What were you expecting? He's got no job. His job is to go to the plasma center and give blood. For fuck's sake. Come on, man.
Look, I got him twice on Facebook with an ex. Whenever
Caught
I was
him
pregnant
twice.
with my daughter.
She got a kid.
Yes, they was
caught
having
him.
a whole conversation back and forth. Like
How do you
this,
live
right
like
here.
that?
Right here, Maury.
Is that an ex?
You see this? Yeah, this is his ex-girlfriend.
It's just going to be you and I?
Yes, Maury. That's exactly what they said to each other.
You really believe his sister has something to do with all this?
I hope so.
I mean, they both go the same way. I mean, she is lesbian.
Both like liquor.
So, Deschanel, nice to see you here.
Hello, Deschanel.
Are you helping your brother cheat on her?
Of course not.
No!
No!
I am not helping him do nothing.
Look,
He
this
only
woman
dates
can't even
white
keep a
girls.
straight face. Look at it, look at it. I ain't doing
He
nothing.
only dates white girls. You know this.
You don't like dudes,
Me
so
and-
who you gonna pick up?
Me and
She's got a point.
his friend is single. He's
Really?
married.
All three of y'all are hoes, so what am I supposed to expect?
Woo!
Me and his friend go be hoes. He not being
Wait a
a
second.
hoe.
What do you think she needs to do?
Trust. Like,
Trust.
man, y'all got
Yeah,
married.
trust.
Y'all got
Or just turn around. Like she said, every time I turn around, stop turning around. Or just turn your back on it and pretend it's not happening. Because that's the only way this shit is ever going to stop. It's not going to stop just because you want it to. People don't change because you will them to. People don't change because you put them under the thumb. You know what this does? It makes people get more inventive and creative in cheating. That's all that does. It doesn't make them stop, right? And the more you do that and the more you accuse people, the more they're going to do it. It's just the way it is, right? You can't will somebody to be somebody who they're not. If people don't want to change, they're not going to change. We say the same thing in addiction, right? People aren't going to stop using until they want to stop using. I don't care what you do. It doesn't matter. This is my boy, Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, 60-day suspension from baseball. This is a guy that blew easily a $30 million a year career for drugs. You cannot make somebody do anything just because you want them to or because it makes sense to. People are going to do shit that they want to do until they want to stop, If that makes any sense, I hope I'm making sense with that. Deshaun, if he was smart, he'd just get out of this. Just get out of it. It's going to be the same thing, and don't jump from relationship to relationship. Next one's going to be the same. You come out of this shit and you convince yourself the next girl, oh, she's the love of my life now too. The next love of your life. I know one girl, I know her from Facebook, right? Every 3 months she meets, oh, this was the one. This was the one I've been waiting for. Bitch, you said that I've been hearing that every 3 months for the last 10 fucking years. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, my heart. This is my heart. This is my soul. Please. Just because it gets you all warm and fuzzy does not make it your heart and soul. Let's go.
Married, y'all should have been able to trust each other.
Who am I supposed to trust? Nobody, apparently.
Before I bring him out here, he also seems to have, Deshaun has a habit of disappearing.
Yes, Maury.
Yes, Maury. Can you blame him? I would want to disappear from this woman too. I guarantee when they're home, all she does is get in his fucking ear. If they ain't fucking, they're fighting. That's it. They got two modes, fucking and fighting. That's what this is. And she's bitter. She's angry. She's all these things. And God bless her. You know, she lost a child and I give her that. And she's angry and she's hurt and she doesn't know what to do with all that. She's probably seeking no outside counseling, which she definitely should. By the way, there is an organization called Compassionate Friends. And if you have experienced the loss of a child, which, as I said, I have, I lost both my children in a car accident. Compassionate Friends is a great place to look for some solace and some peace. It's a support group that helps families, parents who've lost their children. Anyway, that aside, and we're going to try to keep this more upbeat right here. Anyway, this woman needs to get away, and Deshaun needs to get away from her too, because this ain't gonna work.
Like 13, 14,
13 times. Okay. Well, we're going to bring him out here. Here's Deshaun.
Here's
Deshaun, your husband. Come on out. Deshaun.
Your husband. Hey, see, now I applaud these guys. I love it. He's just like, whatever, man. Whatever.
Deshaun, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. Okay?
Thank you.
She thinks you're taking it out this way by messing around.
That's a lie, right?
Something tells me that he was doing this long before that baby passed. I bet anything that she's 8 months pregnant. He's out there jamming with somebody. He balls deep in somebody new.
Right there, because if I was taking it, if I was trying to stop my pain from me losing my daughter, why would I go out here and cheat on somebody? Why would I go out here and cheat on you if you know I love you? I do everything. I help you out.
Because sex and love are two different things, and he knows that. She doesn't, but he does.
Explain the messages. Explain the disappearance. Explain the friendliness to the neighbor across the street.
Friendliness?
Explain
Oh my God, he was friendly to the neighbor? Oh my God, the bastard.
Okay, so you telling me I can't go out here and say hey to a neighbor if they sitting there saying hey to me first
If
off?
it's a bitch, then no. We're married.
It's a bitch. But you don't know she's a bitch until you talk to her. Let's face it.
You see this?
This woman's a psycho.
To God, to me, to your stepdaughter.
This is my second wife. My second wife was like this. You should just walk around like this all day long. Don't look at nobody. What the fuck are you smiling at people for? I'm sorry, baby. No. Get the fuck out of here, man. You can't live like that. You can't say hello to people. Hi. What the fuck you saying hello to me for? Bitch. Don't you know I ain't supposed to say hello to no bitches?
Okay.
So explain that.
Okay.
Crazy woman. Okay, crazy lady.
She's the one who's changed
Yeah.
since you had this tragedy.
How have I changed?
I don't.
How have I changed? Huh? I'm the same fucking lunatic bitch I've always been. God damn it.
You really want to be with me, to be honest. I feel as though
I like this guy.
I feel as though if you really want to be with me and stay married to me, you would have been trust me. Come on now. Okay, yeah, you felt one message. One message though.
message.
One message.
She has no idea how many others he hid.
No.
Come on now, one message though.
No.
And I wasn't even married to you then.
We was
I wasn't even married to you then.
was pregnant
Okay, just because
Lucy, have a
we had
seat.
a baby together doesn't mean nothing.
You don't mess with women when you go donate plasma.
I go landscaping. I actually be out here making money to actually feed her and her
As something other than the plasma bank.
daughter. I don't have to be honest.
daughter, I
If
thought
you
it was
think
our
about
daughter
it, if you
since
think
we got
about it, I
married.
don't have
If you
to
think
sit here
about
and
it.
be with you at the end of the day.
That's it.
Is your sister helping you mess with other women?
Okay, when we was young, yeah, me and my sister was out here going around messing with other females. That's when we was young, though. I married a white girl. I don't even like black girls, to be honest, and no offense to any black girl.
And he's lying, by the way. Men just like women, you know. We won't get it. He's full of shit. He's just saying that for his girl right now. He don't mean that.
What the hell is in the water around here?
You tell him, Maury. Maury says, I love me some black women.
We got the lie detector results. We're going to find out right now, okay?
Here we go. Here we go.
Do you feel like you got married too young, Deshaun? You admit
No.
to Ralph, you do.
Of course.
Had your sister.
Because he's not an idiot. This kid's not stupid. Of course he got married too young. He's the only one who understands that.
Deshaun ever covered up your cheating? You said no. The lie detector test determined you're telling the truth. You apologize.
Are y'all as shocked as me?
You apologize to her. You apologize.
See, this is not. This is where I always say the men should just shut the fucking mouth. Because okay, he got 2 questions where he told the truth. It ain't the end of the test. And I know from experience, keep your fucking mouth shut until the rest of the questions get asked.
I apologize.
I apologize.
with all
Watch.
my heart for accusing you of doing things you are not
okay,
doing.
all
I
right.
should have believed you. I love you.
Watch Psycho Woman coming out in about 2 minutes here.
During your relationship with Lucy, have you ever slept with another woman? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Look. Now, how can this woman be surprised? She look, right? She look. How can you be surprised? That's why you're here. Nobody comes on Maury thinking, oh, I know he didn't do it, but we're going here all the same. Nobody goes just to visit Stamford, Connecticut. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Stamford, Connecticut. That ain't what it is, right? When it was in Chicago, maybe, but, listen. You're here because you knew he was cheating, and now you're surprised.
Did you sleep with another woman when Lucy was pregnant with your daughter? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
And what did I tell you? He was balls deep when she was 8 months pregnant. Yeah, baby. All right.
When you're saying you're going to donate plasma, are you really sleeping with another woman? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Do tell.
You gotta go home with me. Okay. You know that?
But why? Look at her up in his face. You got to go home with me. So what does that mean? That I'm going to stay with you, right? I'm going to put up with your cheating and your philandering and all that other good shit, and I am going to make your fucking life miserable. That's exactly what you got to look at. She's right up in his face. You can see, you got to go home with me. No, he doesn't. He's going to make, if he makes that choice to, he does. Why would you want him to? Like, that's the whole thing. That's the heart of what we do on this channel, is to show you she is going to continue in this misery. This woman is miserable with this guy. And this guy's miserable with this woman. And out of habit, out of ego, right? Your ego can't conjure, like her ego cannot allow her to believe that she isn't a good enough woman for this man to stay faithful to. And it's really got nothing to do with that. He's just too fucking young. He gets that. And you can see it. You can hear it in everything that he's saying. He gets he's too young for this shit, right? And look at her. And she is gonna keep like down. It is never gonna work. And all you are gonna do, don't waste your life. One of the biggest regrets I had was wasting 20 years in a relationship, and nothing against her either. It was just as much me as it was her. Wasting all that time being miserable, waiting for it to change, waiting for it to get better tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. It's not going to get any better. You can't will it to be better. I thought, if I'm a better guy, she'll believe that I'm not fucking around. And I didn't. I didn't. Well, I cheated with heroin, actually. That was kind of my mistress. But, whatever. Let's finish this, because this poor Deshaun. And I got to tell you, I feel for this kid. I feel for him. Because actually, if you really listen to what he was trying to tell her, he admitted to Ralph that he was too young to get into this. And all along, he's a kid. He's a kid doing what kids do. That's it.
Okay, and you can get divorced quick as that too.
There you go. Tell her.
Simple as that. You can get divorced quick as you got married too.
Were you lying when you said your Instagram and other social media accounts were hacked? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Ralph?
Maury.
Significant reactions in all areas.
All areas.
Maybe you all shouldn't be
Maury, he is a lying son of a bitch.
with each other.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we shouldn't. There's no maybe about it, people. There's no maybe about it. That's it. It's if you're in those relationships, and I got to tell you, it's not going to change. And the people who like, and I always say it, one of my favorite things, and it's in my book, actually price tags that I wrote. I talk about this idea, because I grew up in a house where one parent was portrayed as the crazy one and the other one was the same one. But let me tell you something, they were both crazy. If you're in a relationship with a crazy person, right, absolute crazy person, they make your life a living hell. Deshaun and I forget her, Lucy, I think her name was, right? like Deshaun's looking at her going, this woman is crazy. She's nuts. It's like, Deshaun, if you want to see who the craziest person in that relationship is, go and look in the mirror. Because that's the person who convinces Deshaun every day that he's in a worthwhile relationship, to keep going home to this crazy person, to keep going home to this person who berates him, who doesn't trust him for good reason or whatever. But this is what's happening. Who fights with him at every given, every drop of every hat, uses sex as a weapon. Like the person that looks back at Deshaun in that mirror is the person who does that to him, who convinces him that it will get better with time or that it's worth staying in it. Because that's a lie. It's not. It's never going to change. People, if you're in that kind of relationship, do yourself a favor. Don't waste a lot of time with it. Right? God bless. That's our show for today. If you like what you saw, like, share, subscribe. By all means, comment. I answer all comments myself. Whatever you want to say, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. I leave it open. And come back next week. Share it with your friends. And as always, be well. Have a great week. This is Trash TV Review. My name is Dwight Gillespie. Thanks for listening. Bye now.